One of the most crucial parts of selling anything on Etsy is your listing's SEO and how well it can be found in search. Because if customers can't see your listing, then how do you expect to make any sales? And one of the biggest mistakes that sellers tend to make is by leaving out keywords that align with what customers would actually be searching for. Because if you just stick to using obvious keywords that are extremely broad, which also only focus on the product itself, then expect your listing to be landing somewhere on page 23 of the search results, competing against everyone else doing the same thing. Because typically as a seller, we get caught up in how we would personally search for our listings, but this tends to be the wrong approach. Because as a customer, the words and combinations they use in search are generally more long-tail keywords. But yet, the majority of sellers will fill out their titles with short-tail keywords because they think it's the right thing to do. So to quickly give an example, let's use a customer who is searching for a framed print of a champagne bottle watercolor painting. Now, some short tail keywords that might be used in this search could be things like champagne, bottle, wall decor, and as you can see, these are only a combination of 1 to 2 words and they're not very specific. And sure, this might work to some extent and show a number of listings to the customer that they would actually been looking for, but for the most part, these results are going to show all kinds of different champagne bottle products. So what that customer would likely be using in search is a long tail keyword, which would be something like champagne bottle watercolor painting or champagne bottle wall art gift. And as you can see, typically 3 to 5 words have been used in combination for this search. And this is what makes it a long tail keyword, as it's more specific and it helps narrow down these search results to just show the listings which include this combination of keywords in their title. And I'm not saying that short tail keywords are bad and that we shouldn't use them, but trying to find a balance between short and long tail keywords is going to be the best way of optimizing your listing's SEO. But now let me give you an example of how we can personally use long tail keywords within our title on Etsy. So let's say that we're going to be selling a t-shirt of a cat playing an electric guitar. The very first thing that we're going to need to do is identify the type of audience that this product is going to appeal to. And immediately we can tell that this type of graphic will likely appeal to cat owners and cat lovers, but it will also appeal to musicians and people interested in rock music. And from this simple observation, we can already begin to throw around some very basic keywords like cat, kitten, pet, music, musician, band, rock, rock star, guitarist, and many more. But we also need to start thinking more about the words that a customer might actually use in combination with these basic keywords when they go to type in their search. And I can imagine a customer might use words like gift, gift idea, for him, for her, mum, dad, cool, fun, funny, and unique. So some of these word combinations that a customer might actually use in search could be terms like musical cat tea or funny cat t-shirt gift idea or cat gifts for mum or something along those lines. And by throwing around these types of words and creating a list of them all, we can then go ahead and create the long tail keywords that we can later incorporate into our titles. So let's run through an example of how we can actually build out the title for this type of product with the keywords that we've gathered. And the first thing we'll do is add in our core words. And these are words that basically best describe what the product actually is. So here we're going to start with cat playing electric guitar t-shirt. But now we need to begin thinking about the next layer of keywords that we're going to add in. And these will be words that extend from our core keywords. That way we can expand our reach within those topics or niches. So a quick example would be the music niche that this product is likely going to reach. So we can start thinking about adding keywords like music, rock, rock star, musician, artist, band, guitar, and guitarist. And with these keywords in mind, and by tapping into other associated niches like cat lovers and pet owners, our title could begin to look something like musical rock star cat playing electric guitar in a pet music band t-shirt. And another reason why we'll want to establish this first part of our title is because this is typically the main part that customers will read. So we will need to make sure it, for 1, describes the product, 2, uses well-associated keywords, and 3, can also be read properly without it looking like you've just thrown loads of random words together. But now to finish off our title, we can begin to add in word combinations and other keywords that hopefully match what customers are actually searching for. So here our title could look something like cat playing electric guitar, rock music t-shirt, cat graphic, musical band guitarist tee, fun pet shirt for cat lovers, gift idea music lovers. And as you can see, the differences between each progression in building out the title has added more and more keywords. But it's also the arrangement that has changed, and this has been done to try and combine keywords together to create word combinations that a customer might actually be using in search. And to highlight a few and show you what I mean, we have cat playing electric guitar, rock music t-shirt, t-shirt cat graphic, musical band guitarist tee, fun pet shirt, shirt for cat lovers gift idea music lovers, and all of these combinations are search terms that a customer would likely use. And this is the step that the majority of Etsy sellers don't do and leave out, because I'm sure most sellers have the common knowledge to know that they need to include keywords within their title, but it's when it comes to the arrangement and word combinations that sellers seem to rush over and just put words in any random order. So I would recommend to anyone selling on Etsy to try be more intentional with how you arrange the words within your title, even if it means using a keyword more than once in order to have it placed in combination with other words like funny t-shirt and gift idea. Because not only are you trying to sell a product, but you're also trying to sell a solution to someone's needs and wants. So try to put yourself into a customer mindset and think of possible reasons and scenarios as to why someone might be interested in buying your product. And again, using our Rockstar cat as an example, someone could be looking to find a gift for a friend who happens to be a musician but also loves funny cat memes. Or it could be a woman that happens to love cats and also has some of her own, and she also finds joy in funny cat graphics or quotes on her t-shirts that she wears at home. And immediately after imagining these scenarios, I might then want to consider the keyword combinations like funny cat meme t-shirt or cat loungewear shirt. Because from these scenarios and potential reasons as to why people are searching for our product, we can then begin to give our listings a better chance at being the solution to these customers by using these same keyword combinations that they are using in search. And this is where I want to quickly explain how we can use the tag section as an extension to our title. Because only having 140 characters for our title often leaves us with more keywords and word combinations that we wanted to use but simply couldn't fit. So by using the tag section, we can continue and add in more word combinations that customers are likely searching for. And again, as a perfect example, I might want to keep that title that we came up with earlier for our Rockstar cat product, but having thought of new potential scenarios as to why customers might be searching for that product, I could then go and put the cat meme t-shirt or cat loungewear shirt into my tags instead. And don't be afraid to use the same word multiple times across your tags. If you need to include your main keywords like cat, music, or t-shirt throughout each one of your tags, then feel free to do so, and I would even recommend it. Because here, especially with our tags, we need to be more concerned about the word combinations that customers are using over extremely specific keywords. Because although our Rockstar cat design is in the style of a graffiti stencil and also has effects of dripping paint, we're not going to be using keywords like graffiti stencil or paint dripping. Because what are the chances that a customer knows what they're looking for this precisely to be using a search term like cat playing electric guitar in graffiti stencil t-shirt? I can imagine the answer would be less than 1% of customers, so why would we go ahead and use keywords and word combinations in our titles and tags to appeal to these handful of people? It just doesn't make any sense, but yet this is a problem that many sellers cause for themselves and then wonder why they're not getting any views, clicks, or sales. So if you are looking to take Etsy seriously and want to see some drastic changes in the results that you're getting from the platform, I truly believe that optimizing the SEO in your titles and tags is the quickest and most effective improvement that sellers can make. Because once you've mastered that and you begin seeing your listing appearing higher in search results, you can then begin to worry about the visual appearance of your product and your click-through rate by using the most professional product images you can. And if you happen to be selling any print-on-demand products like t-shirts, posters, prints, and things of that nature, then you can use the link down in the description, which will take you to my website, and there you can find loads of different mock-up templates that you can use inside of Canva. But anyway, I hope this video has helped you with the SEO for your Etsy listings, And I hope that the examples I used were easy to follow and clear enough to understand the points that I was trying to make. And if you did, then please make sure to drop this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye for now. Peace.